Fox News alert, the U.S. military launching airstrikes against ISIS in Syria, the second time the U.S. has attacked the Islamic State as part of retaliation for the killings of 2 Iowa National Guardsmen and an American interpreter last month. Our next guest knows all about fighting in the war on terror. Retired Vice Admiral and Navy SEAL Robert Harward led invasions in Afghanistan and Iraq and is a member of JENS's Iran Policy Project. Joining us now, Vice Admiral, thank you for taking time. I want to get your reaction to these strikes in Syria.
Well, Griff, it's just a continuation of the global war on terrorism. ISIS, Al-Qaeda, or these organizations that have American blood on their hands, we're going to hold them accountable and get them. So this is exactly that again. We knew these guys had killed our people. We got them. And that's going to go on. That's going to be a persistent, consistent policy. I think more importantly, though, is the timing and where this happened. This is a clear signal to the government of Syria and others who are interested that we're going to be involved. We support and we're going to take action to ensure a stable, secure government in Syria. And then I think most importantly that I'm sure is being seen by the people of Iran, this is a signal to the regime in Iran. And as the president has made clear, we are going to hold them accountable. If they're going to continue to oppress, kill, murder their people to maintain power, we stand in support of the Iranian people for regime change. And we're going to hold them accountable for the actions they take. So I think this is a clear signal across all 3 of those spectrums, and a real indicator of where this administration is going.
That's exactly right, Admiral. In fact, the Wall Street Journal reporting on possible military options that the Trump administration is looking at. Inside the article, they say this: administration officials have had preliminary discussions about how to carry out an attack on Iran if needed to follow through on the threats, U.S. officials said. The discussions include what sites might be targeted. One option being discussed is a large-scale aerial strike on multiple Iranian military targets. This comes, Admiral, after President Trump took to his Truth Social yesterday saying this: Iran is looking at freedom. Perhaps like never before, the USA stands ready to help. What do you foresee possibly developing here?
Oh, it's inevitable. It will happen. There's regime change going to happen in Iran. This president does what he says. He's made that very clear in Venezuela and other places. So it's going to happen. We stand behind the people of Iran. And don't forget, this is what Iran was in the 70s, a prosperous nation that enjoyed all the values and support of the West. So I believe this is 4 or 5 decades in the coming. It will happen. And what's different here? You have the Bazaris, the business folks. They can't live. This government in Iran has just squandered the opportunity, and this president is stepping up to the plate to ensure it returns to that same place it was decades ago.
And that sure is what precipitated this, the 42% inflation in Iran with a currency that is devaluing by the day. Last 20 seconds I've got. Do you think that the U.S. should maybe let Israel take any lead on strikes before we directly do it, or will it be a U.S.-led operation in your estimation?
I think we should all be synchronized and leveraging the capacity of not only our intelligence, but also our strike capabilities of all our allies in the region, being Israel and others. So I think it's inevitable. We're giving them an opportunity to do this transition peacefully and not with a lot of blood on the ground.
It is a big story. We shall be covering it. Vice Admiral Robert Harward, thank you for your service and thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Griff.
All right.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.